What's good, everybody? This your boy Mike coming to you with another awesome episode of Reality Warpers. All right, so today I wanted to talk to everyone about the basics and the foundation of what actually helps you or allows you to be a reality warper. What substance in you actually gives you the ability to warp your reality? All right. And it is three things: it is the power of your tongue, the power of your mind, and we're going to look at this as sort of a sixth sense, but it's your imagination. All right. Now, first, I'm going to talk to you about the power of the tongue. Okay. The power of the tongue is basically what comes out your mouth. And for people that have been in church, and stuff, I know y'all have heard the term, there's life and death in the power of the tongue, right? Okay, that just basically means you speaking something into existence. All right. So now, when you speak good or bad, both comes to existence, because it doesn't identify what this person or this spirit is saying is good or bad. It just knows that this spirit is saying this. So it's going to try to weave itself in the universe to become true, depending on how strong the spirit is, how many, spirits and minds are touching and agreeing with that saying, and, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So let's say, for example, one of the biggest, things that prevents us from warping our reality or changing our reality is saying the words, I can't. I can't do this. I don't know how to do this, or whatever, revolving around the same, thing, the same, meaning. You do not know how to do something. Never admit to yourself that you do not know how to do something or you can't do something. Always attempt. Even in the back of your mind, this could be one of the hardest things in the world to do. Attempt it if it's a part of your process. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and just attempt unnecessary things that's not going to help benefit you in any kind of way. This is everything that goes according to your process and things that, help you grow and become a better person in yourself. Because while on this path, there are going to be changes that you have to make that may be very uncomfortable. Okay? So if whatever you're trying to do makes you feel uncomfortable and it makes you think that you can't do it just because it makes you feel uncomfortable, then you're not going to be able to do it. All right? So that's, the power of the tongue. Now that goes for good or bad. The more you say that you can do something, then the better possibility that you will be able to do that thing, whatever that thing is, because you are putting it in your mind that I'm able to do this. Now, with that said, let me go to the power of thought. The power of thought is where the imagination and the physical begins to collab with each other, basically. All right, so it's like, think about the Powerpuff Girls or something like that, where he had the bowl and he's mixing, the spices and all that kind of stuff to make the Powerpuff Girls. That's basically how you look at your mind. The different things, the different ingredients that you pour in that bowl is what comes out as your reality. Okay? The chemical X is your spirituality. How strong is your spirit, and what direction is your spirit in? Okay? All right. So, the spirit, the power of the mind, again, just like the power of the tongue, do not know what is reality. Okay? So if you continue to put in your mind, I am a successful person, or I can do this, or I can do that, or whatever, eventually your mind, repetition, last video, if you haven't checked out my last video, definitely check out my last video. It speaks about repetition on how to change habits and stuff. But that repetition goes along with you thinking. Okay, whatever you think about consistently is going to eventually become a part of your reality. Okay, so if it's like, and let me explain why. Let me explain why it becomes a part of your reality. When you say, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, or I want to do, or I am this, I am that. Now, with affirmations, you have to be precise with what you are asking the universe or God or yourself, your higher power, your higher self, or whatever you refer it to. You have to be persistent. You have to be precise in what you are asking or what you are telling it, because again, it does not know right from wrong, good, like it doesn't. It just know this is what this person wants. This is what this spirit wants. This is what this energy wants. Okay, so you have, when you continue to put that in your mind, now you start to continuously think about different things regarding that. Okay, so like, let's say you say, I'm a successful person. Now your mind is going to start making you itch to do successful things or look for successful things, how to become successful. Now all of a sudden you got a interest in different successful topics or successful videos or a successful person, and now all of a sudden that's all looking at is that success. All right, now let me explain why you are doing that. Everything in the world, in the universe, is on a wavelength. Okay, that is where your brain shoots out the energy that the spirit and the mind combine together. All right, that's how it comes out. It comes out in wavelengths. So that means majority of where you are trying to get in life, or what you are trying to do in life or be in life, is mostly mental. Is how you think about yourself in the situation. Okay, so in order to get to somewhere, you're not going to be able to get that to, if your destination is you want to be a successful person, you're not going to be able to get to that successful place by continuously thinking you are not successful or you cannot do whatever it takes to be a successful person. Everybody's success comes in different forms and fashions and stuff. So, my path of success might not be your path of success. So different processes, meaning there might be something harder on my path that you might not have to endure, but we both eventually become successful, and vice versa. Whatever I'm doing might not be as hard as this person, whatever they're doing. So it's just, You, whatever path you choose to be on, just know it's either you are going to be successful or you're not going to be successful. So if you choose the path of success through persistence and being affirmative with yourself on what you want out of life, that's how you get there. In order to, look for, be able to research and look for this and look for that and do this, and that takes energy from you. That's back to get that willpower topic that I spoke about in my last video as well. That takes willpower from you. So in order to, be able to go after these successful things, something that you have never tried to attempt really in life, or not to the full extent that you could have attempted in life, you have to have the willpower to do so. And you're not going to have the willpower by saying, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm not good enough to do this, I'm not good enough to do that. If you wasn't, then it wouldn't have presented itself to you. You're just avoiding or rejecting opportunities for complacency. I'm comfortable where I am. If you're comfortable with where you are and you just don't want to leave from your current situation, okay, fine. Whenever you're ready to leave, come back to the video, check it out, and then, go accordingly. But for the people that aren't comfortable with where they are, they want better in their life, you have to do the small things. You have to do the simple things. Because in order to get to the big things, you need a foundation. You need a foundation, or the whole house is going to fall. The whole house is going to fall. And the foundation is you believing in yourself that you can do whatever it is that you need to do in order to be successful. And do it. And do it. So, yes, I am a successful person. Yes, I am, a great learner, a great listener. I am a great researcher. This is easy to me to research. This is enjoyable to me to research. It is enjoyable to me to receive information. The more you talk like that, as you take the path that you're taking, the easier the path that you're taking is going to be. But you have to be consistent with it. You can't be like, man, I'm just saying this and I'm just fooling myself, man. I'm just saying it just so I can try to get myself in the mood. No, bro. You have to say it and honestly try and force yourself to believe in that. It's a persistent thing. Even when you don't feel like this is, what I'm trying to do. Listen, it's like when you first get out of the bed, the first thing you think about or the first thing you do gives you a momentum roll into a certain direction. That's why I made the last video that I made talking about routines and persistence and stuff. I talked about making up your bed. When you wake up and you pray and you make up your bed and you clean your room, you are starting your brain off on a good momentum roll versus you waking up on the wrong side of the bed. When you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, the rest of your day for some reason just seem to just aggravate you and just continuously, put more stress on you for whatever reason. But when you wake up and you got on a good momentum, more than likely a lot of other good momentum things start happening for you. All right. And even if it don't, the consistency or the persistency of you, doing whatever the good routine, it eventually adds better routines and good things to your life. Therefore, getting you out of that mindset of I'm waking up on the wrong side of the bed. You starting your day off in a negative mindset. Your mind, again, do not know what is real and what is fake. So whatever you think, that is what is going to be. Eventually, the consistency of you doing that, the longevity of you doing that, how strongly you feel about whatever you are thinking or saying about yourself, all of that matters. All of that determines the speed of the inhabitation of that thought into the real world. So in order to, easily, slide into that next level of your life, in order to, slide into that different mindset, you have to be persistent about what you think about. You have to be, persistent with saying, yo, I am a good, or I am good at, or it is easy for me, or this is enjoyable. What all of the good affirmations. So, and when you and of course a lot of us are so stuck in, already of saying, I can, or there may be times that you say that, but this is the good thing about it. You're allowed to take it back. Okay? So if you catch yourself saying, man, I can't do that, you caught it and said, yo, bro, don't say that to yourself. You can do it. Go on and take it back right then and there. You know what? You know what? I actually can do that. Let me try it. And then try it. Just try it. Whatever it is, just try it. Even if it's just little bits and pieces, of trying it. Like, let's say you trying to build a Lego house or something like that. I can't build this Lego house. All right. Okay, you know what? I probably can build this Lego house. Let me try it. Just try to build one side of the Lego house, and then just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Come back. Try it again. I can build this Lego house. I built one side of it already. Let me try to build the other side. Apply that to everything else you got in your life. All right. Now, imagination. This one right here is the big one. Imagination. I said you should look at it as a sixth sense. This is how you get this. The imagination is basically your godlike power. Before it is created, it is in your imagination, or whoever's imagination, before it is created. Okay? So, give an example. When there was horses and carriages, there was no cars. There was no Ferraris, no Porsches, no cars at all. That idea came from the imagination of whoever invented the first car. I'm not going to get into no history lesson here. Not that kind of channel. Whoever invented the first car, that came out of their imagination. They had an idea to help. One of my videos I said, whatever you do is to help humanity, help the world. If you are having a selfish reason of why you are going to be successful, I can pretty much guarantee you, bro, that is not going to be a delightful path. Let me just say that. It's not going to be a delightful path. All right? Not saying that you're not gonna make it, being selfish and stuff, whatever, man. We already see how there's so many selfish people and stuff out in the world. But at the end of the day, a lot of them created and done and have placed things in the world that are helping people. Okay? Steve Jobs put something out that helped people. Bill Gates put something out that helped people. Okay? Jeff Bezos put something out that helped people. Okay, so whatever, just know that whatever you are doing as far as trying to be a successful person, it have to help people, because people is going to be how you get the money for whatever you are producing. Okay, so anyway, in order to bring something to existence, you have to be able to see yourself in that position. You have to be able to imagine yourself in that position. When you visualize things, you do not visualize with your eyes. You visualize with your mind and your imagination. Okay? That is how you visualize. You only see physically with your eyes. Okay? When he had the idea of the first car, he did not see the first car. The only thing he saw was horses and carriages. In his mind and in his imagination, he visualized the car that he wanted to make. From that point, he did the process of what it took to build that car. Whatever process it was, whatever he had to go through, whoever he had to deal with, different failures that he had to encounter or whatever. He endured whatever he endured, the process that he endured in order to project outward what he imagined in his mind. Okay, now, I said that everything is on a wavelength, okay? Success is on a wavelength. Money is on a wavelength. Happiness is on a wavelength. Just like every other negative thing is on a wavelength. Poverty is on a wavelength. Unhappiness is on a wavelength. Sad, upset, just everything negative is on a lower level wavelength, and everything positive is on a higher level wavelength, depending on how positive that thing is. So in order to get to where you are trying to be at, you have to put your mind on that exact same wavelength as whatever it is. These inventors, these creators, these actresses and artists and all that kind of stuff like that, they do not have a different build from you physically. Nothing that they have on their body is not something that you couldn't go and do yourself. To have an awesome body and stuff like that you see on the movies and the TVs and all that kind of stuff like that, you can go to the gym and do the exact same thing. Persistence. Stand with the process. It's just who stuck with the process and who didn't stick with the process. That's who got the success. That was the only difference. Who stuck with the process, who kept visualizing, who kept being persistent with their goals and their dreams and stuff, and who was like, man, I got dreams and goals, but man, I gotta go clock in. I mean, I'm not bashing 9-to-5 jobs and stuff, but they don't care about you. Do what you need to do. Save what you need to save in order to fund what you need to fund to get off these people's job. That is not how you're going to find your highest level of yourself. Guarantee you, bro. That is not how you're going to get the highest, success level that you could reach in your life by working on a 9-to-5 job. So by you being so serious about, man, I gotta go clock in, I gotta go, and putting your dreams and goals and stuff on the back burner, that's just your imagination and stuff just dimmering down and just going away, because your mind is so stuck on work, bro. I used to be a manager at a store, and bro, I was so indulged in my work that I was dreaming about the job, bro. I was dreaming about the job just because I was so into, my job. When I could have been so into my dreams and goals and been in a further place in my life right now. Now, I'm not, knocking my job and what I did because I got certain experience and stuff that is going to help me become a better place, or be in a better place in my life. Mostly that I got from that job is learning how to deal with people, which is extremely important. How to deal with people, um, how to manage situations, how to calm down situations, like that escalated to points that shouldn't even be there, or whatever. I just learned certain skills and things from being in that position. So I'm not knocking, what I did, but I got what I need to learn. Then I moved to the next step in my life. I didn't just linger on that. All right. So again, now with your imagination, that is your God-like energy. That is what helps give you that creative, that creative substance in you that's going to help project out, something that's not already, you know, physical. So if you are imagining that, you on a yacht and stuff like that, and you don't have a yacht, the more you consistently think about that kind of thing, now in your mind, that's the different little ingredients and stuff that you putting into that mind of yours. Now you're learning different things to do in order to get that yacht. All right. So in order to get that yacht, I need to make X amount of money. All right. I need to do something that's going to help me make this amount of money so I can afford the yacht and also everything else in my life, revolving around, because it's not going to just be like, oh well, I need that yacht. No, it's going to make sure that if you get that yacht, you can maintain that yacht. Okay? So you have to persistently go and do whatever process that is, while continuously saying, I can do this. The more consistently you do that, what you doing, whatever processes you supposed to take in order to get the yacht, eventually it comes out into the physical. All right. So everything comes back down to a process, but I know a lot of these, things that you'll be in situations and stuff, and you'll wonder, how can I even get to, being this successful, or having this amount of money, or having this, or having that, or being able to do this. It all starts with the basics, believing that you will be able to do that, being able to visualize and see you doing that, and then speaking it into existence. All right. Those are the three basic things you need to have, or need to work on, in order to be the greatest reality warper you can. Because guess what? We all are reality warpers. Hit me up.